Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of What's in Theaters, a show where we talk about movies, movie news. Maybe I'll get into some streaming and some trailer reactions. So, just got out of seeing. Let's see if I can do it. Right there. Just got out of seeing Lightyear. Fantastic film, absolutely great. Now, not exactly like other Pixar films, where some Pixar films like Up are very tear jerking and just like you go, oh my goodness, this is an animated film, but I'm starting to cry, or something as philosophical as, let's say, Pixar's Soul, but it's up there. Like it's, no, I wouldn't say on par with The Incredibles, but this is very much a sci-fi space adventure film. It just happens to be animated. I'm looking at this. I'm like, this is great. The way the characters are interacting, plot points, how characters need to solve problems, and it's like, oh my goodness, this is so much better than Jurassic World Dominion. Not to crap on it, but if you're gonna see a movie this weekend and you're like Jurassic World or Lightyear, you go see Lightyear. So this film does this film starts off with this headline of, in 1995, Andy got a Buzz Lightyear figure. The Buzz Lightyear figure is off of his favorite film of all time. This is that movie. So this is the movie that inspired. So within the world of Toy Story, this is the movie that Buzz Lightyear is based off of. So it's like a movie within a movie kind of thing. So we have Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear, not Tim Allen. Now, it would have been great to see Tim the Toolman Taylor back, if you know what that's from. It would have been great to see him back just as continuity, but Chris Evans, I got no complaints. His voice, his mannerisms, little details like grunts and groans and, exacerbated, like, just things like that really raise the character as opposed to like a monotone, just reading it. Little extra nuances really elevate the character. So I believed him as Lightyear. So I'm going to talk about Lightyear right now. Lightyear is very much a man trying to overcome his failure. Now, I'm going to start talking about the movie. So spoilers alert, I guess. So Buzz Lightyear gets onto his ship with his crew. They land on the planet. The planet ends up being hostile. All right, we got to leave. Let's go. And then Buzz is like, okay, I got it. And his partner, or not like life partner, but his co-pilot's like, hey, do you need help? No, I got this. And then he has like a computer autopilot. Buzz, you need help. Elevate the ship. You're going to crash. And he's like, no, I got it. So it's very much an overly confident, semi-arrogant man. He nicks the ship on some rocks. The rocks rip the ship apart, crack the fuel cell, and now they're stranded. They're stranded on the hostile planet he tried to escape from because he couldn't accept help. So to renew this fuel source, they have to loop around the sun, collect like light speed energy or something like that. But every time he does it, he fails and he fails. But the twist is, as he goes faster, for him, time is perceived slower. Where on the planet they're on, time moves normally. So every time he does a trip around the sun on the planet they're on, 4 years have passed. So he gets back and he's like, the co-pilot looks a little older, and then you get like a little more wrinkles and gray hairs. And then every trip he comes back, things have changed. People are getting older. People are having children. They're finding their life partner. And it's like, failure. And literally life is just passing him by as he's trying to rectify his own failure. And it's really, and when you see that, it's really interesting. It's like, I mean, he knows he messed up, and he's trying to fix it. And life is passing him by. And you're like, that's when I was like, wow, like this is not just like an animated film. This is really like smart film. So eventually he starts working with the granddaughter of his original co-pilot, which is Izzy Hawthorne. So they go on their space adventure. The little robot cat Socks, best part. Every time he's on the film, it's like you just have a smile on your face. and he gets this like ragtag crew of kind of misfits get together. We finally solved the fuel problem. We're going to rectify this. We're going to make it right. And then he comes into contact with a future version of himself. And it's like, whoa, what's this? And the future version's like, I had the same problem. We need to rectify this. And, young Chris Evans Lightyear is like, okay. And then it's like, well, if we go back in time and clean the timeline, people who have had children and loved ones and formed families, we're going to erase that. And older Lightyear is like, they're not going to miss them if they never existed. And it's like, what the dang, that's kind of cruel. I mean, but when they explain it, it's like, you get where they're coming from. It's like the mission supersedes anything else. And so Lightyear, Chris Evans Lightyear is like, nope, I messed up. I will deal with my failure. No one else is going to pay the price because I messed up. Hey, very commendable. Older Lightyear's like, nah, screw it, the mission. And so they tussle and I'm watching this film and like, the action is great. Little things that you didn't think about, like a pen, later on become like a saving grace, and just something that seemed like so minuscule and obsolete, just like, it's just like little fine little details that create this giant puzzle piece and that makes the film. And what an enjoyable ride. It was so entertaining. So if you are, like I said earlier, if you're going to see a film this weekend, you're like Jurassic World or Lightyear, you go see Lightyear, because that was time well spent. I was never bored. I took one bathroom break. That's because the soda was pushing against my bladder and it wanted to explode. So, you know what? The big fat 2 thumbs up for me. So, anyways, did you see Lightyear this weekend? And if so, what did you think about it? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, you take care and you take it easy.